Heyo, and welcome back to my Starfield playthrough. In the last episode, we continued on with the Ryujin industry storyline. And in this episode, we will be continuing and hopefully finishing it, because it looks like we're getting up to the bit of the climax of this one. So we'll be going up to meet Laru, who we find out is the real mole, essentially trying to fuck over Imogene and possibly Masako in order to take power. Because, typical shady corporate shit. Yeah, we'll talk to her now because we need to go get the program we're going to be using to get into Infinity Ltd's company, factory or wherever I'm going to, so that we can do corporate shit, still prevent them from getting the neuroamp out, which we have one in our head now. We have a prototype, so which means I can just fucking take over someone's mind for 30 seconds.
Good, you're here. I wasn't sure how accurate Vina's promise of no downtime was going to be.
Let's just hope her promise of no brain damage holds true as well.
Can't guarantee that. My brain always...
Now that you've been outfitted with the
damaged.
internal neuroamp, it's time to put that tech to work. We're sending you into Infinity Ltd. Lucas Drexler is about to learn exactly why you don't steal from Ryujin Industries.
Hell yeah. Let's fuck him over. I'll make him wish he'd never heard of Project Dominion.
And wish he shall, every day, while he rots away in prison. All right. Yuko has provided a layout of Infinity Ltd. You have two options for this assignment. We'll be providing you with the means for both. Option A, you gain entry through their maintenance access on the roof. Option B, we give you an assigned identity and arrange a meeting for you.
Let's see, which one am I gonna go for? A or B? I suppose B sounds more like what I would do, just talking my way through all of it. I'm also gonna try to speak up a little more, so I'm not so mumbly in my videos, because I notice that that's a thing. Like, sometimes I mumble too much, so I need to really start speaking up a bit more. Use my outside voice, if you get what I mean.
Option A, you need to remain under the radar the entire time. Option B, you have a slight cover that may give you the opportunity to talk your way to your objectives.
B sounds like the best one. Because if you haven't seen the last video yet, which you could, stealth is not, my biggest skill, especially when there's no darkness to obscure vision.
Just hope those acting skills don't get you caught or killed. Now, depending on your preference, you'll either find yourself in the maintenance hallway or the marketing department. From there, you have 3 targets. First, you have Lucas Drexler's computer, located in his office on the executive floor. Second is Faye Sengsavan's computer, in research and development. And third, you need to obtain the prototype they are working on, also in R&D.
As you can see, you've several floors to traverse, so I hope you're prepared for an adventure.
How far can I get in with that identity you're arranging for me?
You'll only have free range on the marketing floor. Infinity may be cheap, but they know at least some level of security is needed in this business.
Not a problem.
That's what we're counting on. Now, I had Ularu create a program that you need to run on both Lucas and Faye's computers. I'll let her explain the details.
You see, once we expose Infinity Ltd., all of their data is going to come under intense scrutiny. We only want the public to know about their mercenary hires and unauthorized human trials, but Project Dominion needs to remain confidential. I've created an overseer program that will gather all the evidence we need, and at the same time delete anything relating to Ryujin and the internal neuroamp.
So the public will never know Infinity Ltd successfully stole from Ryujin Industries.
Exactly. And what the public doesn't know doesn't hurt them.
Mm-hmm.
No, we don't want to mess on this one. A body count will only distract from what we're trying to accomplish here. Simon Rychek provided some useful info on how to evacuate civilians from the building. I'm sure you remember him from Sidonia. Infinity's maintenance crew is understaffed. It's only a matter of time before pressure gauges go unchecked and they have a massive issue on their hands. Once that pressure becomes too much, every floor in the building is going to suffer from gas leaks, setting off an automated alarm to evacuate the building. Simon was able to get a passcode for you to access their system's computer, so you can force the heating system to fail.
Where's the computer I need to use to pass?
If the information Simon provided is accurate, you can reach the control systems through a computer located in the maintenance area. It's a pretty convenient stop if you enter in through the roof access.
Alright, I'll take it into consideration.
I'd highly advise you use it. This assignment isn't the time to test your abilities. The only thing you're out there to prove is that you can get this job done. We're also issuing you an operative suit. It should help reduce their ability to detect you.
Yo.
These suits are typically reserved for the senior ranks, but we want to reduce as much risk as possible.
Suit or no suit, they'll never know I was there.
And that's what we're hoping for. If you can pull this off, even I'll be impressed.
Once you've run the Overseer program and obtained the prototype, your final step is to deliver the slate to David Barron at the SSNN field office. If he asks questions, feel free to give him just enough information to pique his interest, but no mention of Ryujin or who you are. SSNN is used to anonymous tips. They'll do whatever verifications they deem necessary on their own to confirm the story.
It'll be the corporate story of the decade.
It certainly will, and we'll have front row seats. So, any final questions before you go?
What kind of security am I looking at and capturing in it?
Depending on whether or not you evacuate the building, you'll mostly be looking at security guards, much like we have here. You may encounter an automated defense system in the form of turrets as well, so be careful.
Ready to go.
Good luck, and be sure to report directly back to me when you return.
Here's Simon's passcode, your operative suit, the Overseer program, and your cover identity. Your cover ID card is encoded with roof entry and elevator access, so that's your ticket in, either way. Don't screw this up. Skylar Lumen?
That's my name, Skylar Lemon. Alright, let's put on this operator suit. Yo. Alright, let's put this on. Dope. Yeah, look at that fucking military assassin, bro.
Keep out of my way, and I'll keep out of yours.
Do you have the program?
Yeah, do what you need to do.
With pleasure. So, let's take a look.
Let's see what we got.
Aha. The decryption's hit a snag. There's definitely something here. This is exactly what we needed. According to this code, Ularu intended to plant false evidence that would show Masako was working with Lucas. The moment you launched the Overseer program, a series of fabricated communication files would have been uploaded to the Infinity Ltd network. One of them even frames Masako for encouraging Lucas to push for early human trials. I'm going to copy the necessary files off this slate and issue you a new one. I want to keep this one intact, so Ularu can't dispute it. All right.
Oh, you said the same thing I did. The same exact time.
Now, we finally have the evidence we need to prove Ularu's guilt.
So, one down, one to go. Time to pay Infinity LTD.
Yes. I'm looking forward to putting this all behind us. Without that falsified evidence, Ularu is in for a big surprise. I fully expect she'll be eagerly awaiting SSNN's broadcast, anticipating Masako to be accused alongside Lucas Drexler. Here's the new slate with the revised Overseer program. Let's get this assignment finished the right way.
Oh yeah. Yes, I did start recording, thank God. Again, I always have to seem to fucking double check myself when I'm recording or not.
Our company's future might be riding on this deal.
I hate waiting. It's just all the time to doubt myself.
Oh yeah, let's do this. After this, assuming once this quest line's done, we will be able to go and do the Sam Coe's funeral service.
Gotta call, someone's power kept going out.
Ooh, that's a bright light. Gonna go and infiltrate Infinity Ltd. And get a lot fucked over at the same time.
Let's see what the stars have in store for us this time.
Here we go. I'm getting tired of seeing that shit. Right. So we're new. Oh, so we're going to New Atlantis for this one. Good for me. We don't have to do any jumping. Alpha Centauri. That's it. I want to. There we go. Yep. see. Should actually... Kinda odd that they're just gonna let me walk in with this. You know. Stick with this, then once we start getting into the start getting into places that we know we're gonna need a suit for, so
You will be scanned as you enter the city.
then we'll put the operator suit on.
Okay.
It just seems a little odd to be walking up to a supposed meeting where we're wearing a stealth suit, you know? Even though I know it's probably not gonna make much of a difference. It's a video game, but you know, might as well keep it authentic. Commercial district.
So much to see. So much to...
There's Vasco. Tell you, I don't get why Vasco just can't. Vasco just isn't following me sometimes. Ooh, that's another place here.
In other news, Maroon zealots
I've
have been
heard this
sighted
before.
in the Moloch, Zosman,
I have to go and check out those systems so I can meet up with some Faerun people.
Unfortunately, I'm not authorized to make appointments myself.
Well, I'm not here for that.
Hello. Did you have an appointment with us today?
Yes, I did. Yes, my name is Skylar Lumen. I have an appointment with marketing.
Ah, yes. From Lumen Interactive. The elevator here will take you to the marketing floor. Once you arrive, you'll want to talk to Ellis Ortiz. He's the receptionist there and will be happy to help you.
Ellis Ortiz. Ooh, I think we, yeah, he was in one of the emails from the the last episode, I think. We robbed from that one guy in Sidonia. Let's go to marketing first, then we'll go and do the roof access.
Welcome to Infinity Ltd's marketing department. Desi notified me that you were on your way. If you just have a seat, I can notify Miss Hart that you've arrived. Hello.
Waiting area.
I'll go notify Miss Hart that you're here.
Alright.
Feel free to use any of the facilities on the floor while you wait. The break room and bathrooms are just around the corner.
Optional sabotage the heating system. Right. The roof access, and let's go and get everyone out of the building. Swap over. Raider, time to go sneaky mode. Oh yeah, it's gonna be super useful in the future, being able to manipulate people. I wonder if it'll work on a Starborn. Oh god, I hope they don't take it away from me. Would love to keep it. Access code. This report. See, the following systems are passed through inspection and require immediate attention needed. For issues regarding this report, please see Operations Manager Seb Amadu. Oh, so good. So there's already a bit of a Geez, I haven't inspected their system for almost a year now. Jeez Louise. That's some stupid shit. Hey, at least when we upload this, it'll be convincing. See. Update system. Are you sure?
Gas leak detected. All non-essential personnel must evacuate the building. Please find the nearest exit and contact emergency services.
Nice. To move right up. Won't be able to get in here unless we take this guy out. Or move him somewhere. Unlock that door. Shit. Do it now because he. How am I gonna get in here? Ah, damn, there goes that. See if I can find another one of these guys. Quick. Radium there. Another one of these guys somewhere. Quickly manipulate. It's an old novice, so we can get through pretty quickly. He doesn't seem to see me, so maybe because of the gas. And that he's just standing right there, so. Right, another pick. Let's see, workspace, appointments, marketing, quarterly presentation, optional. Host, Nina Hart, marketing theater, confirmed no, agenda, upcoming ad campaigns, new product lines, budget review, Project Dominion progress, host, Fei Seng Savan, location, Fei Savang's office, confirmed yes, agenda status update, fiscal year projections. Host, Gilia Green. Location, Lucas Drexel's office. Confirmed, yes. Agenda, current. Budget review, end of year projections, proposed cuts and reallocations. Messages. See, Candace Lindman, unknown purchases. Lucas, there are some unaccounted for expenditures in the executive spending account that I'd like to go over with you prior to Green's budget review. Please contact me as soon as possible. Candace. TJ Osana. Starfreight Logistics. Hey Lucas, I was talking to Brendan Huffman at Starfreight, and I think there's a good opportunity here for partnering. Want me to set up a lunch so we can go over the basics? TJ. Base Sangva. Got a meeting. Lucas, I haven't been able to reach our friends at the clinic. Can you please have someone lean on them? This delay is creating setbacks for Project Dominion, and we both know we can't afford them. Right then. Right, oversee a program. Find a way into research and development. It's just standing there. Dang, the Rouge security was way more mobile than this guy was, so. It might be gas. I wonder, in another playthrough, I might try to see if I can work for Infinity and try to fuck over Ryujin. See if we'll go the other way. Nope, we're going there. Yeah, now he's definitely there. I keep moving. Oh, hello.
We've got to hit the alarm! Opening fire!
Okay, that was, shit, that was, I didn't even see that guy there. Fuck. Inventory, yeah, that's gonna make things difficult. Auto blast disruptor.
Watch out for trouble! Damn it! Lost!
Damn it. Let's retry all this. I'll cut back to when I do this properly. I really didn't want to get caught. How was I supposed to know that person was there? Oh, yeah. It does. Spacesuit equipped.
Must have been hearing things.
Ow. What the fuck did he... So stupid, what? Right.
Gas leak detected. All non-essential personnel must evacuate the building. Please find the nearest exit and contact emergency services.
conceals me. my god, what?
If someone's out there, identify yourself. Hey, someone's out there. Identify yourself. Keep your eyes peeled. Possible suspects in the area.
You had your chance.
God. Alright, now that we've gone past that person, let's actually open the save. Other than this, I'm gonna have to do a lot of quick saving. To hopefully not get constantly caught. Hi.
Problem?
No, no problem. Don't mind me. Don't mind me at all. Yes, that's why I made those marketing, so at that point, it was technically allowed to be in there. How did I not hear that? The gas seems to be providing me with a little bit of cover. So if we can find someone that's near a turret that we can turret control, we can just turn that off. Then that would be great. This looks busted. Alright, let's go. Alright. A little dicey, but after using our incredible stealthing skills and a little bit of safe scumming, we managed to make it through. Sort of. Almost. We're not actually there yet. What's in here? Used to narrow ramp right through the glass, fortunately. Apparently. Alright. Right, here we go. Actually, let's remember swap my gun. Do this. Case we need to EMP someone. Let's do master block that. Alright. You. Workspace. To projects. Spacecraft OS. Investigation possibility of prototyping spacecraft's operating system to break into spacecraft industry. A report, wrote up a list of requirements for recruiters. We need an expert in this field for guidance. C type performance boosting for high processing load demands due to advancements in robotics. Current reports significant results in version 2.7. Noticeable increases in processing speeds, but significant uptick in heat that we need to counteract. Let's see. Keisha Budell, lunch. We still on for lunch, right? I have Lonnie and Bella meeting us at Interstellar, so don't be late. We haven't seen each other for months now. Just love you. Upgrades. I want you to set up a meeting for our current progress with Project Dominion. I want the new timeline and budget as soon as possible. Hey Faye, I'm putting together the post-mortem notes for the meeting. Let me know if I should include the latest results from the clinic. That's the menu progress. See a program. Team the newer amp prototype. So let's see what's in here. What is that? Regardless, we're gonna end up having to use one. This one I think would be the best. Oh boy. auto slots, and that was one, and it just used that one. Wonderful. That was a waste of an auto slot. Oh. Oh yeah. What did you pick? No, I believe we're over encumbered, so I think. Yeah, we're over encumbered now, so. Oh well, we got some cool stuff out, and let's save state again, just because I don't want to have to deal with going through all this stuff again. Move this again. Let's see, maybe there's a... Let's see where this goes. Maybe there's a secret way through here. Huh. Turn off these turrets. Then nice if I can just turn them off.
Hey, you hear something? I'll get the alarm!
Of course. Well, time to save state again. Scum again. Stealthing is not very the best thing in this. Granted, I don't have a good enough pistol for this. I wonder, this thing go boom if I blow it up. I want in this area, so.
I know you're here.
It's up at the... It's up there. Okay, let that thing go down.
Gonna find you eventually.
seem to have gotten around that. It's very dicey. At this point, I don't think I'm going to be able to do this fully successfully, so I'm just going to take whatever I can at this point.
Area's clear.
I have to shoot that turret. Well, I'm gonna be able to. There's no way I was gonna get past that turret without it seeing me. So. It's a good thing for
Around here. Find them.
Wish I had a suppressed EM pistol.
Pack it in. Get them next time.
I swap out the disruptor. God, the stealth in this game is, I would say, is the best thing, but maybe I'm just not doing it right. Yep. This is, a lot of auto slots, so. Let's see. Let's see. Let's say save this one, that one down there. But this one, and again, that's also used for that. Okay, let's go for this one. We'll put in this one. Alright, let's see. Now, this. There. You in there. Of course. Ah, well. Damn. Shit, I knew that one would have been better. Let's do that and save us having to undo everything. this one can't be used on any other one, so it makes the most sense that this would be used here. Yes. Look for some other ones here. This has to be the one because you can't use them. But then again, you don't always need to use them all on every one of them, so. Let's do it. Can't. Think this. This one won't work on any one of them, so. Alright.
What? What the hell was that?
Like it's all clear. Stand down.
Stand down. Nothing here.
Right. Power generator. Hopefully did not kill them, but if anything did kill them, they could blame it on just a power generator failing. What? I'm not gone. Damn it. There's that one. Or is she still unconscious or? She is. Requires an ID card. Require an ID card. Yeah, an R&D card. Okay, we're ready with that. Wonderful. But there was an R&D card right there this whole time. I didn't see it. What? I'm blind. It was right there, and I could have. And there was also a digifigure too. I'm blind. Space shuttle. I shouldn't hear this. I don't want to. Gotta hurry up before they wake up. this death power pack?
What the hell was that? We've got to hit the alarm! Take him down! I lost visual on the suspect.
Seems to not be able to see us in this for some reason.
Suspect is in hiding. Suspect is here somewhere. Someone's snooping around.
Alright. That was not ideal, but oh, there is that's an entrance. Just nice undies. And then stop that. Alright, that not ideal, but can still.
Were you seen? It's not like we're doing anything wrong.
Could be better. Could have been more stealthy, but oh well. Shouldn't affect me too much.
If you ever find yourself with a hot lead, we will do our best to protect your anonymity. Can I help you?
I think I have a news story you'd be very interested in.
Well, I'll be the judge of that. What's this so-called story about?
I think find out for yourself. The details are all on the slate.
All right. I'll take a look.
Yeah.
I don't suppose you want to tell me how you got this evidence.
I'm pretty sure you already know the answer to that.
Well, you can't blame me for trying. Is there at least a name I can cite as my source?
Just a concerned citizen.
Why am I not surprised? As long as the evidence is adequate and verifiable, I expect it'll be aired within the hour, if not sooner. Now, if you'll excuse me, I obviously have some work to do.
What to Osaka? Right. Let's see. Is it's not until let's do the fast travel right now. Oof, a little dicey, but I need to get myself some suppressed electro weapons or something like that. Because I ever had, I probably would have made like. Right, I have stuff too much shit on me right now, so. It's okay, dump. I don't need. Thing. Code, key card. Snow globe. That. Everything here is only like resources. Positron battery. This is all stuff that I could use for crafting and stuff. And I guess we'll just chow down on some of this food here. Quick. And just eat straight butter. Canuck and poutine. Verified future Canadian stuff. Chunks of cake packaged. And you got any chicken nuggets? Emergency kit. Interesting. One of those. Spiced worms. And mobilizer. Packed chicken. This will drink a longer. Piece square. Good. I'm gonna put the ship parts in my ship for when they're actually needed. Sparkling water. Send me a hamburger. You guys, coffee. Guess we never gave Yuko her coffee, huh? I guess we took her coffee or something, I don't know. Now we can travel. Hopefully. Right. I'm gonna have a lot of editing to do after this video. Well, sometimes that's how it goes. Assuming that this is it for executive offices. Time to see this to the very end. I think this is the end, hopefully.
I've yet to hear anything of note on SSNN. Let's hear your report.
It's only a matter of time. Sure to be the story of the year.
As far as the corporate news world is concerned, it certainly will be. And how did the Neuroamp perform?
It was extremely useful.
I thought it would be. So now it's just a waiting game for SSNN to break the news. Once the story airs, we have another board meeting scheduled to decide how to handle Infinity. Go ahead, Maeve.
The SSNN broadcast has started. Shall I patch it through?
Yes.
Yes, thank you.
Infinity Ltd. and Lucas Drexler are currently under investigation for a number of violations, including murder for hire, unauthorized human trials, and corporate theft. Authorities representing the UC and the Freestar Collective have been dispatched to a consolidated mining station and the clinic. Both locations are believed to hold numerous victims. Drexler's motivation appears to be an attempt to launch a new product based off stolen information from a competitor. The details on the project itself and the competitor have yet to be confirmed. This has been David Barron for SSNN.
Perfect. This exposure puts Infinity right where we want them.
Hell yeah.
The meeting will begin momentarily, but I want you to discuss the options we have with the other members. Infinity's net worth is about to hit rock bottom, so this gives us the opportunity to win a little more public faith.
Fusion buys Infinity Ltd. And no one loses their job.
Quite right. The truth is, we'll be making evaluations. We'll shed any employees who don't make the cut, slowly but surely. By incorporating Infinity, we eliminate a competitor, get their best employees and contracts, and all while boosting our public perception.
Sounds like a win-win situation to me.
I'm glad we're on the same page. Which is why I'd like you to talk to the board to convince them this is the right move. There are several who might disagree, and you have the perfect tool to help sway them.
If they don't agree, I'll be sure to make them listen.
Good. You'll find most of the board members in their offices preparing. Vina is also here, waiting for the meeting to start. We'll need at least 50% of the vote to go our way. In the event of a tie, I will make the final decision. I trust you'll get it done.
Alright, so a minimum of 50%.
Don't wander into any restricted areas.
I've got my eye
Bitch,
on
I
you.
work here. Alright.
Did Masako send you to try and convince me to acquire Infinity Ltd? I think we both know that's not going to work.
If you acquired Infinity Ltd, you'd save jobs. It's good public perception.
Our public perception is good enough. If you ask me, reaching out to save Infinity just makes us look weak. The internal neuroamp gives us the power to crush our competitors, not take them under our wing. This is exactly why Masako's time as CEO is finished.
I'm already one step ahead.
Good. If you use that neuroamp wisely, it will guarantee that Infinity gets shut down.
Manipulation. Number. Wasn't a reason. Laura, you know acquiring Infinity's the right choice.
Well, it does make Ryujin look good. And we do gain a wider customer base, which means higher profits. You're oddly right about this one, Op. I guess you are worth keeping around. As long as everyone has Ryujin's best interests in mind, this should make for an interesting meeting.
Speaking of, I plan on bringing up the internal neuroamp, as in... The internal neuroamp, best interests don't matter. It can guarantee success on its own.
I can only imagine the contracts that will be pouring in. We'd almost be literally in control of anything we wanted. Now, if you'll excuse me, I still have a lot of preparations to make.
Alright. Lobby one of them. Hello.
It's good to see you again.
And how's my favorite patient doing? Not
not
seeing any
holding
temporal
anything.
memory flashes or losing time, I hope.
Feel great. No side effects at all, as far as I can tell.
That's great. I'd say Project Dominion is ready for legitimate human trials in that case. One step closer to seeing market approval. Genevieve is going to be so excited. So, tell me what you think of the neuroamp.
This internal neuroamp changes everything, Mina. You're going to be famous.
I'd be the next Ray DeCaris, my childhood hero and mentor. How amazing would that be? DeMarcus, eat your heart out. Don't tell him I said that. He knows I love and respect him. So the next question is, what will the fate of Infinity LTD be?
If we acquire them, it will be fun to see how they try to recreate your work.
Exactly. Not that I want to gloat over it. Maybe just a little. Okay, so DeMarcus and I have really been looking forward to it, so fingers crossed this deal goes through. Well, this has certainly been the most interesting conversation of my day. All we can do now is look forward to the meeting, right? See you in there.
On to the next set, people. We'll go to you first.
This meeting should prove to be very interesting.
Did it well.
I assume Masako briefed you on her preferred outcome.
Yes, I was told to use the internal neuroamp to make sure the board votes to acquire Infinity LTD.
That blasted tech. If it were up to me, I'd have shut down Project Dominion a long time ago. I knew it was a grave security risk, and look what happened.
Manipulation. Project Dominion is essential to future success. It has risks, but nothing you can't handle.
I suppose you're right. As long as I'm fully aware of the risks, I can properly account for them. My first priority will be to get the board and all security members set up with shielding as soon as possible. Plus, if we vote to acquire Infinity LTD, we're about to add a significant workload onto my team. The last thing I want to deal with are any more incidents this new neuroamp might cause.
Yeah, acquisition is worth the work. I know your team can handle it.
I imagine we're looking at months of work. Infinity LTD is obviously not known for their security. I only hope that Masako and the others will be patient with the process. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have some preparations to make. We'll be announcing Ularu's termination of employment at this meeting, so I need to have security ready to escort her off the premises.
Alright, and I'll have my sidearm ready just in case she decides to try to attempt to make a few terminations of her own.
So much work to do. If you need something, make it quick. I'd like to make sure my arguments are solid before this meeting.
Saka would really appreciate it if you could back her on acquiring Infinity LTD.
Not much to discuss there. I believe I've made my case quite clear to Masako on why I am against it.
Persuade. Legal issues aside, the pros of acquiring Infinity LTD far outweigh the cons.
All right, I could use the entertainment. Tell me why Infinity is a good asset.
You can't tell me that negotiating an airtight deal doesn't appeal to you.
I do pride myself on solid contracts, and this one would be especially challenging. Huh. Well, what do you know? I think you just convinced me. Talent like yours belongs in the courtroom.
Yes, I am. An internal neuroamp makes handling any situation a breeze.
Are you trying to add to my stress right now? First off, if I find out you used that device on me, I will tie you up in court on whatever charges I can conjure for the rest of your life. Second, that tech is one major human rights violation that no legal team wants to fight. I'll do whatever I can to make sure it's either severely delayed or collects dust in storage.
Manipulation. With proper legal guidance, the applications for the internal neuroamp are endless.
In an ideal situation, yes. And I suppose creating that ideal situation is within my power. Now you've made it sound like a proper challenge that I can't help but accept. Masako is lucky to have you at her disposal, you know? You may be the greatest asset, aside from the internal neuroamp, that Ryujin has. This exchange has been surprisingly insightful, but now I really do need to get back to my notes.
Alright, that's 5 out of 7, just 2 more to go. Wow, this is like really, really easy. I do hope I get to keep this neuroamp.
Is Masako checking up on me to make sure I'm on her side?
I didn't realize there were sides to take.
In this business, there's always a side. And right now, I'm backing Masako. We just need to grab Infinity Ltd. while it's got the public's full attention. I'm all about free PR, especially when it's painting us in a good light.
Coming to the rescue for all those innocent workers will really look good for us.
I'm sure I can squeeze enough goodwill out of this to last us at least a year.
You know, if you really want to keep Ryujin in the public's good graces, there's one big thing to consider.
All right. I suppose you've earned the right to voice your opinion after everything you've done, qualified or not. So let's hear it.
You should be The internal neuroamp is a game changer, but it needs strict guidance.
Don't I know it? I think Alexis and I are truly going to have our work cut out for one another. We'll discuss security ramifications with Dalton, and I'm sure there are alterations, safety nets, if you will, that we'll need from Vina. It's sure to be quite the undertaking. Well, it seems your talents really do stretch beyond just being an operative. Good talk. Maybe I'll even consult you on future endeavors.
Alright, so we pretty much secured this at this point, but let's go for the full mile. Get everyone on board.
I'm glad we're making an effort in our appearance today. Just the person I wanted to see. I want to get all the details locked down for this meeting, and I believe you to be one of the best sources available.
Damn right I am. I'm happy to help answer any questions you might have.
Good. I prefer first-hand feedback when available. You've had the chance to encounter members of Infinity Ltd. throughout your assignments here. Do you think they're worth redemption? And why?
The majority of those workers were innocent. They didn't know what was going on.
Oh, I didn't mean in regards to Drexler's actions. More in the sense of, should a superior company like Ryujin make room for so many potentially lackluster employees?
We'd be getting employees on Infinity's cheaper salary numbers.
This is true. Infinity never had the financial resources to match our salary offers. Getting what few capable employees they have at half the salary we typically pay here could have major payoffs in the long run. Next question. What is your opinion on how Masako handled the mole situation?
I think it was handled well. It proves how capable Masako is at handling any situation.
And why do you feel it was well handled? Please note I'm not disagreeing. I just want to know the why behind your statement.
Masako remained cool and stuck to a plan. Prematurely releasing this information would only cause panic.
I agree. Should Masako had informed us too early, we may have all turned on each other. I appreciate the insight. I suppose I should ask if there's anything I can do for you, considering how helpful you've been.
What are your thoughts on the internal Neuralink?
It's the next big step for Ryujin Industries. Financially, it'll keep us secure for years to come. There's no doubt it's our future.
Nothing I can think of. See you at the meeting.
This has been rather enlightening for me. I appreciate the time.
Alright. Time to attend the meeting. Going to arrive.
All right, everyone. As you all know, we've successfully exposed Infinity Ltd's botched human trials and murder for hire through SSNN. The public is demanding their leadership, namely Lucas Drexler, face trial, and he's probably writing his resignation as we speak. Ryujin will be launching a statement, but I believe now is the perfect time to acquire Infinity Ltd.
Should act now before a competitor beats us to it.
Believe it or not, I agree. The acquisition has risks, and it's going to create a lot of work for all of us. But the overall payoff will be worth it.
That and Infinity Ltd's current situation makes them more affordable than ever.
Arguments? None? Excellent. Moving on, then.
I think what we're all overlooking is what led us to this situation to begin with. Yes, our security was compromised. But considering Dalton was hired by Masako, the issue obviously starts at the top. In fact, I propose that Masako be removed from CEO altogether.
Ularu, this isn't a line you want to cross.
And considering you're the mole, if anyone's going to be removed from power, it's going to be you.
Hold up. Are you saying you lied to us?
Dalton, the last meeting we had, you distinctly said Imogene was the mole, and she'd been dealt with.
Imogene is innocent. She played a vital role in helping us expose the liar.
Do you even have any proof to back up this outrageous claim?
Of course we do. The malicious code you hid on this slate to upload incriminating evidence against Masako onto Lucas Drexler's computer.
To put it bluntly, Ularu, you're fired. Security will hold you in your office until a proper exit interview can be done.
This isn't right. I should at least have the opportunity to resign.
And allow you to still be marketable to a competitor? I don't think so. This may be news to me, and I will be reviewing the evidence closely. But this isn't something you just get to walk away from.
Join unemployment.
Security. Escort Miss Chen to her office and see that she stays put.
You'll regret this. All of you.
I believe the only regret would be trusting you to begin with.
All right, back to business. All in favor of acquiring Infinity Ltd?
Aye.
Good. Alexis, start drawing up the necessary documentation. Anyone have anything else they'd like to bring up? If there's nothing else, this meeting is concluded. I'll be following up with a few of you shortly.
If only there were more hours in the day.
I'm glad we're making an effort in our appearance today.
So, Infinity LTD learned a lesson the hard way, and we exposed the traitor among us. You've proven
Among
yourself
us?
to be quite the asset here at Ryujin.
There was a traitor among us. If that's your way of saying thank you, you're welcome. I was only doing my job.
Of course. But these particular assignments required a certain secrecy that most do not. I truly appreciate the work you put into exposing Ularu. No operative has ever had to investigate our own to the extent that you did. I can imagine it may have been a lot of pressure, considering you were fairly new at the time.
Whatever it takes to keep Ryujin on top.
My thought exactly. Imogene's instincts were right about you. Now, as promised, I have your bonus. I hope you'll find it appropriate for all you've done. And I'm promoting you to senior operative. You've more than earned it.
The details of my new position.
As for the details, I think someone back on the operations floor would prefer to explain those to you.
All right.
Don't cause any trouble.
This deal could be huge for my company.
Talk to Andreja. Talk to her at the service. When is the service? Oh god, you can actually skip the service. Talk to Imogene and head all the way over to the service.
Can I help you?
You've certainly shaken things up around here. I still can't believe Ularu tried to frame me. An obvious misjudgment on my part. But now that's all in the past. It's time to get back to your typical day-to-day.
Whatever Ryujin needs.
It's nice to see your recent experiences haven't soured you on the company. Now, since you were new, you've been dealing with people, but most of our assignments are generated on the mission board. The board holds any available assignments that our techs have pieced together, and I've approved. Questions?
What kind of assignments are these?
Nothing you aren't already familiar with. You experienced the majority of what we do here during your training, if you recall. Uploading a few files, manipulating a narrative or two, obtaining schematics, it's just more of the same.
That makes your job a lot easier.
I wish. Assignment approval isn't exactly riveting work. With your promotion, you've earned yourself an office, so whenever you're ready, you can find your own personal mission board inside. And
Nice.
the best perk of them all, you're free to make your own hours. Oh, and congratulations, of course.
Thanks, Imogene. I'll see you around.
You certainly will. Go check out the board, and if you have any questions, I suppose I can start up an open door policy. Just for you.
Right. So I can now do missions anytime I want for Ryujin. Nice. But we'll do that some other time. So now I gotta do this mission since it's time. We gotta get there before it's off, so right, the lobby I go. Say goodbye
used to
to
do that.
a friend who died. Here we go. I was hoping we'd get to this at the end of the episode. Alright, let's do this. Oh, wait. Oh, that's not what I wanted. Missions. There we go. I didn't update done. Office Centauri. There you go. Jefferson. And I'm assuming we're going right to the lodge. Attend the memorial service.
I will now perform a system update. Complete.
Service.
Is no stranger to loss. Our own founder left on an expedition and never returned. It is easy to talk about the glory and excitement of breaching into the unknown, of lighting the darkness. But it is harder to stare into the face of the cost. That all of our progress is built on top of the lives of those who dared. And that we owe them the courage to continue our work in their memory.
Thank you, Sarah. If anyone else would like to say a few words.
Say a few words. Podium. I guess I should say something, but I don't know what. Let Sam down. I let his family down. Sam knew the dangers we faced better than anyone. And if he was here, he would tell us to keep going, to never stop. And I'll do everything I can to honor his memory.
Thank you. If anyone else wants to say something.
Right. Speak with everyone.
Hey, how are you holding up?
I don't really feel anything really.
That's understandable.
I thought maybe
People
I
often
would
feel
come up with
numb
something
after a
to
shock,
say, but
even
I-
days later. Just don't push yourself,
nothing.
okay?
So,
We all need to take
instead,
time for
I
ourselves,
thought I would book
especially
something
now.
that gave
We'll
me
get
comfort.
through this. It might feel like everything's falling
Is
apart,
God real?
but that's why we need to stick together.
The more proper question would be, is reality divine? Existence itself
Anytime.
is a mystery which yearns to be uncovered. What is
When you have a
goodness
moment,
but a
I'd like to
comparison
speak to you.
to the good? What is existence but a participation in being? For where the diversity of the universe inspires awe and wonder, it exists only in contrast
fine.
to a simplicity
Don't worry about me.
so pure
Take
that
care
it
of
may
yourself.
only be understood as primordial.
Everyone is in mourning. I understand, but I cannot quite share in their emotion.
But what we consider imagining and what we consider mind are in
You're
fact
more
so
into it,
far
Tricia.
beyond our understanding.
In your own way.
I have seen death. I have lost people I considered close.
On a massive
But this is...
There's more, but
It is not the same.
those are the parts that
I
speak to
cannot
me the
explain
most.
why. I am not sure I am making sense.
Thank you.
You're making perfect
It's
sense,
really thoughtful,
Androsia.
Mateo.
There's no right way to
Thank
feel.
you.
Thank you.
Does anyone else want to say anything?
I have things I wish to discuss with you. When you have time.
No problem.
I am reminded of how different Constellation works. Compared to...
It almost feels wrong to be grieving. Selfish. No amount of tears will bring the dead back.
Speak about what I...
It's okay to grieve, Mateo.
It seems so redundant with how I live. But death...
It's just easier to feel guilty, if you'll excuse me.
Not to look inward. Our friend is gone. There's no afterlife, or second meetings. No God in heaven that is curating a perfect ending for them. So it's up to us. We are what lives on.
You know, what you're feeling right now is a chemical reaction whose evolutionary goal is promoting social cohesion. Never seems to work for me. No matter how many times I do this, I feel less attached, not more.
We are the ones that judge things to be good or evil.
I don't remember. I'm sure I did. I thought when the funeral was over, when everyone went home that night, that it was over. Turns out, sometimes you need more than that.
I think I know.
Walter,
I think I know
are
what
you
you mean.
part of the house?
Well, look at us. Two lone wolves howling at the moon on the same night. You know, if there's one piece of advice I can actually give you, it's that lost loved ones have a way of coming back to you. One day you'll be sweeping out some old shelf or digging through a desk, and there it'll be. Some old paperweight of theirs. Or a piece of jewelry they gave you. Half-jokingly. Theoretically, of course.
So the great scientist does feel grief after all.
Maybe I like knowing no matter how far I run to the edges of space, someone is going to find their way back to me.
Yes, that certainly was.
Hey, Captain.
An
Can I
interesting
talk with you for a bit?
perspective,
Chat for a bit? Normally, I hate talking to people at funerals, but, well.
Yeah, let's chat.
You don't believe in the afterlife, do you? I mean, this might be the worst time to bring it up, but...
Should have. Honestly, I feel bad for doing this one, but I have to do it. There's an afterlife, but most are unworthy of anything but being devoured.
That's an interesting choice of words. I suppose that's why I'm an atheist. All this talk of death and judgment gets in the way of the real work. Well, I've taken up enough of your time.
Well, I had to take the excuse to use a little bit of my religious belief.
I hope this is all okay. Between fixing things up and sending out messengers and getting all the paperwork done. It's not much.
Could have done more to help you now.
No, it's fine. Sorry, if I talk any longer, I'm gonna start crying. Could you excuse me?
Jacob, come.
My boy. I've lost my boy.
Did you ever patch things up with him?
What do you mean? Nothing wrong with me and my son. Sure, we yell. Families are supposed to yell at each other. It's what keeps us honest. If you can't show your worst side to the people closest to you, who can you? All the things I never said to him.
Bosco.
I am told these types of gatherings are a sad occasion. That assumption appears to be correct.
I mean, can you feel emotion?
No, I don't. I'm programmed to analyze sensory and biometric data so I can cross-reference. But I do not feel, as you seem to imply.
That's right, that's right, Bosco.
I appreciate you verifying my analysis, although I am certain my thanks will do little to improve your current psychological trauma. If you would like, though, I can add some consoling language to my programming.
I'm going to say yes, just to hear how bad this is going to be.
It will take some time to adapt, but it will be okay. How was that?
Strangely helpful.
I will note that feedback for later.
Hey Sam, it's me. The great serpent has devoured you, as is fitting. See you, Space Cowboy. So, interesting. I had to... I feel like the serpent's embracing may have been a little, maybe not the best, but I feel like since I'm part of it, I kind of had to do it, you know? I mean...
Hi.
Hey.
So many people here. So many people saying goodbye.
Yeah. It's a lot of people.
Is this supposed to make everything okay? Make everyone feel better?
No. But if we drift apart now, we won't be able to help each other.
What's the point? It's not going to change anything.
No. No. There's no changing what happened. But we have to keep living.
Every day is going to be worse now. Don't you get that? I want to be alone for a while, okay?
You one of Sam's constellation people? Lillian Hart. He probably never mentioned me. I mean, I try not to talk about him, so... I'm sorry. That was a terrible thing to say. Cora's mother, Sam's ex. God, I'm rambling. Look, I don't know who I should speak to about this, but Cora and I talked, and she's coming to live with me.
Well, Miss Cora, we all will.
She talked about you all the time. But right now, she just needs to get away from all the reminders of Sam. We'll be leaving soon, so say your goodbyes to her, if you like.
Hi again.
Drink? Pour one out to the blackest sea?
Take both my drink and the blackest seas. Thank you.
Two old friends. May their ghosts go past the edges of space, to the great beyond.
Two old friends. To the future and the end.
Aye.
Optional speak to everyone when you're ready.
I am sorry. My head is swimming.
Dang.
Good day, Captain.
You think all this uni stuff is true? Gateways to parallel universes?
Human understanding of physics has until now shown no indication that such a thing is possible. And yet, we have now encountered two individuals physiologically identical to unique humans we already know, possessing knowledge and technology that it seems improbable for them to otherwise have. It is indeed possible that they are telling the truth, that this unity does exist. More data is required.
We need the rest of the artifacts then. There could never be another Vasco.
Practically speaking, it is entirely possible to duplicate my memory banks and replicate my functionality in another Model A unit. I would recommend speaking to Mr. Stroud about the costs of such a venture. Good day, Captain.
Alright. That's it. So, yeah, we finished the reunion storyline, and we attended Sam Coe's funeral. Yeah, kind of a little sad. You know. I am curious to know, like, what would have happened if, like, a different outcome, like, if someone else would have died at that scene, or what, or Sam Coe's always going to die, because, you know, he's the, you know, there's another version of him that's the emissary, so but hopefully in the next episode, which I think is actually going to be a live stream, yeah, so part 20, it'll be a live stream coming up, hopefully soon, so, yeah, once this is up and running, I'll set up a time for the stream, and we will get onto that, and maybe, if we're lucky, and I'm willing to maybe go a little bit further, we could possibly finish the storyline on stream, which I think would be great, you know, because 20 episodes in, and you know, and ending it on a stream, so yeah. So I will see you all in the next, and I guess, or in this case, the next live stream. So yeah, goodbye. Say goodbye, Bosco. Goodbye.